I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Hey guys, what is up? Supernova here today. I'm still not used to that. Nova here today to do a review of Berserk. Ain't done that yet, and I've had this channel for almost a year now, and I still haven't done a Berserk review, like I said. But you know how Berserk is. But anyway, I'm gonna do a review of the latest two chapters: Berserk chapter 342 and 343. So yeah, overall, the chapters, I mean, they were kind of short, honestly. I mean, there wasn't much. I mean, there's a lot of action going on, especially in the second part, I think, and we get introduced to a new character. But before I get into that, let's go into chapter 342. 342, they finally arrive on the Elf homeland, and we get that kids have entered this Elf homeland and lost track of time, and by the time they come out, everyone they know loves dead, or something. No, not dead, but years have gone by. So it's pretty much you have to break off from the real world to enter this place. And, you know, this concerns Guts and Farnese, which it should, because you think about it, if Casca goes into this place, if they do can bring back her memory, which in itself is very, like, it's you don't know if that's the right thing to do, because there's repercussions to that, but there's also positives. But you have to also put in account she could like lose track of time, years could go by, and she just wouldn't think about it. So that is a drawback to this place, which, you know, it's Berserk. Kentaro Miura, even though he's let up on a lot of the dark shit, there's still repercussions to certain things. No, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's no fixing shit. Like, there's like, you can't just fix something. There's no repercussions to it. There is repercussions, it seems, to everything. I mean, if you think about it, it's been that way. It's been to the Berserker armor, obviously. It's major repercussions of that. And now the Elf homeland and the abilities bring Casca's memory back, but there's a price, and this just adds on to that. So anyway, they arrive on the Elf homeland, and I gotta say, I'm so happy Miura has put Puck in this series, just for the simple fact that Puck is good comic relief. He really is. And in a series like this, you need comic relief. You really fucking do. Because it's so brooding and evil and nothing ever goes right, but you got Puck. And Puck is great comic relief. So I laughed so when he was telling the story about how he first left the Elf homeland. He's like, I was fighting this seagull boss, this really seagull king, and I can't remember the goal, and it was funny as fuck. It was like, we were fighting, and it was an epic battle, and we had to go get food together, and they became mates. And on the way there, he's sleeping on the fucking bird, and he pisses on the fucking bird. Like, there's no look on the bird's face. Like, the bird's like, for real? Really, dog? Really? Okay. And he just knocks Puck off his back, and that's how Puck, as he calls it, the prologue to Berserk. Oh, that was funny. That was hilarious. I did like that part a lot. Puck, like I said, I love Puck. Puck's awesome. But, yeah, they enter the Elf homeland, and they come across a barrier. The barriers, you know, it's to banish off intruders, and, you know, like, if you keep going straight, you end up back to where you started. And apparently it doesn't work on the original, what's it called? Original, citizens, I guess you could say, of the Elf homeland. So, what they do, it's funny as fuck, because what they do is hilarious. They put a string tied to Puck, and they take the string all around through the party. And it's a good plan, I'm not gonna lie, it was a damn good plan. And they make it through the barrier. And, you know, it was great to see, you know, Sir Pika's making jokes like, this must look really fucking stupid. And it seems like Guts is behind him laughing, which is nice to see Guts laugh and crack a smile. Especially with all the shit he's went through. So, it was nice to see Guts laugh at something and not be so brooding, even though it's way more bad. It's bad I see him brood, but it's nice to see someone like that smile. But they get through this, and, you know, there's like, I think the chapter called them Sentinels. they're watching them from afar, and you're like, they got past the barrier, and then they run into a field, okay? In this field, it's full of scarecrows and pumpkins. And you know, Casca and Isrudo and it seems like everybody, because before they even touch the pumpkins, Guts has already going for his sword. He knows something's wrong, and Buck, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, the scarecrows attack if you touch the merchandise." And Isrudo's like, "What the fuck? Why didn't you tell me that?" So the scarecrows start attacking, and the comment Guts made is like, "Isn't it too late for a harvest in the fucking for harvest the festivals time of year?" And it just put to my mind Metallica's Harvester of Sorrow. Like, this whole chapter is just like Harvester of Sorrow, language of the man, Harvester of Sorrow. Oh, that's great. I loved it. So anyway, these scarecrows start attacking, and you know, they almost attack Isrudo, and Guts, you know, says like, you know, you can at least learn from your mistakes, please. And I think that's like the end of the chapter at 342. So 343 is a big, like as always, begins where he left off. And Guts, no problem taking out these scarecrows at all. Like not at all. It's Guts. The scarecrows ain't shit. Nah. So he fucks him up, and Isrudo actually doesn't do too bad either. He takes a couple down himself. And you know, after the not after scarecrows. It seems like the pumpkins are attacking now too. The pumpkin heads start coming up, and it's this. What was it called in Charlie Brown? The Great Pumpkin or something like that. These guys are attacking, and they're trying to eat people. And then I gotta give credit to Shrike. She uses a magic versus magic to bring the scarecrows and the pumpkins back to normal. So yeah, the scarecrow and pumpkins, like, pretty much like they go back to normal. They're not like attacking them. And the sentinels from afar are watching. And before they can do anything else, you hear somebody else talking to me like, "Yeah, you're getting sloppy." And it's like they turn around, and it's this witch, and her name is Morta. And what she summons a giant cage, human-like cage, full of burning souls that they still light, and it's called a Wicker Man. And apparently this Wicker Man is it's forbidden to use it, I guess, probably in case of certain drastic measures. But Morta, she seems like someone that she bucked the rules. Fuck it. And she just goes for it. And she like laughs at shit. So Morta seems like a very sadistic person, maybe a sadist, I guess you could say, in a sense. But she sends the Wicker Man to attack, and apparently, you know, Shrike is the one who informs us of what this is, and Guts even says that he's read about it somewhere. So it attacks, and like I said, it's Guts. It's Guts as usual. He takes shit out easy. And the way he took this fucking Wicker Man out, I was like, in the beginning, I was like, ooh, like I was grabbing my crotch, okay? The way he went to attack, he slid under it, threw his sword. Well, not too far from him. He threw it up, went underneath him, gun, a cannon hand, points it at it, wrist comes down, and he shoots it like, it seems like at the crotch, and it goes all the way up to the head. And, you know, Morta's like in shock. She's like, "What the fuck?" And it, like, as soon as he's falling, Guts grabs his sword, and he, you know, that's it. That's over. The souls fly off, and they're gone. They're free. And that was the end of the chapter, honestly, of 343. That was fairly short. So overall, chapter 343. Let's talk about that for a second. It seems like these are the opening stages of getting Elf Homeland. There might be more challenges ahead until they actually reach the actual where the elves are at, where these elves are at. So it might be. This might be where that's at. Because apparently they say these guys in this place are just like. Apparently they're like fucking on par with the God Hand. Which, if they're on par with the God Hand, are they going to train Guts? Because if they're on par with God Hand, Femto, Void, and all these guys, you know, Conrad, and all these guys, if they're on par with these guys, they should definitely train Guts, because he needs it. I mean, Guts, yeah, he's powerful as fuck, but we've seen multiple times that he can't get near Griffith. I mean, I'm sure you could get close enough now to probably get on an actual fight with him, maybe. They can, like... It's weird because with a regular demon or like an apostle, he can fight them, even though the brand will bleed and it will hurt him. And I guess you could say he could actually fight for a limited amount of time against God Hand, even though it's like way worse. But if these guys, maybe they can remove the brand. Because if they get are on par with the God Hand, maybe they can remove the brand. It's hard to fucking tell. But we'll see later on when the chapters come out. But unfortunately, it's going to be like till like the spring of 2016 or summer 2016, because this whole Berserk anime shit's going on, which I'm happy about. Very happy about, but we're sacrificing manga chapters, and that fucking sucks. Like I said, there's always a negative or a positive in this shit. But anyway, that was 342, and I will give that chapter rating. I'll give it rating good. It was a good chapter. So let's get into 343. 343, like I said, is mostly action, and a couple of characters introduced. Well, there's one more to. Action was actually pretty badass. It was pretty nice to see guys just. It wasn't a contest at all with any of these guys, and it was cool to see Shrike step in, do some shit. But overall, once again, short, and it was cool. And like I said, it was cool to see Easter though. He's improving a little bit. But overall, 343, it was very short, mostly action. Not much dialogue, but mostly it's more than the Sentinels. A little bit of Shrike and all them explaining the Wicker Man. But yeah, that was it. That was pretty much all it for 343. It was just action. But overall, I'll give 343, I'll give 343 rating of a good too. So both chapters I get a rating of good. And that's it. I think that's all I got to say about it. So yeah, I'm done. So overall, like I said, I'm not repeating myself. But anyway, make sure as always to smash the like button. And if you want to keep up to date with my videos and when I upload, without searching my name, subscribe, and I'll be on that little sidebar, or it's over here. Fuck. Over here, and you'll see my updates. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. And if you're interested at all, make sure to check out my Facebook fan page, which I've made. Got a Facebook fan page now. And to check out my Twitter fan page. And that's it. I'm done. So I'll see you guys next one. Have a nice, lovely day. Later.